Hey guys, I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving yesterday with your family, your friends, your loved ones. I enjoyed myself. I had a good plate, and today is Black Friday. It's a lot of deals going on online, in the stores, however you shop. I did catch a hold of a couple of sales, which I'm surprised because usually I wasn't expecting to for them to have my size and just things that typically happen. So I was surprised that I was able to get everything that I wanted. So that's good. So I hope all of you are enjoying this weekend, your time off, and let's get into some mess because I have a couple of things to talk about. I actually have a couple of videos to do now that I have a few days off and I have some time. So I'm going to do some videos this weekend, but this one right here, what I'm want to get into, more Real Housewives of Potomac drama. Now, Robyn, okay, Robyn for some reason has become one of the main focuses on Potomac this season. And she's usually not the center, but with all of what's happening with her, especially with Juan now, the accusations, everything that's coming to light, then Robyn just being extra aggressive this season with Wendy. She has become, she's getting a lot more attention than, she usually does during the old seasons that she's been on. With that being said, we know because I reported a video with last Sunday's episode with the fight with Mia and Wendy. Now, Robyn was telling Wendy either fight or shut up. Remember, she was telling Wendy that don't antagonize her. Just if you're gonna fight, fight. If not, shut up. But don't sit and antagonize her and keep it going. Remember, Robyn was saying that. Remember, she was taking footage of it. Giselle was watching. All the ladies were watching. Robyn had a big grin on her face. Just look at her. She was so happy to tape this. So she reports. She did an interview. She told today.com. Now, she said, Mia was wrong for throwing the drink. I wish she didn't do it. But my thing with Wendy was I really wanted her to stop because I didn't want her to do something that she would regret that jeopardized her job or her reputation. I explained to her that you have more to lose than Mia. When I'm telling her you're being antagonistic, I'm telling her that because I'm saying you're going to make her do something that you don't want her to do because you don't want to be caught up in it. So that was my whole point, and I'm upset that they didn't really express that. She also says, I don't even understand the comparison. And this is in regards to the fight, how Wendy said, oh, like you guys were mad at Monique, but you're praising Wendy, not Wendy, you're praising Mia. You're not holding her accountable for what she did to me. So Robyn says about that, she says, I don't even understand the comparison. To me, it was two totally different things. In my opinion, throwing water on someone's face is messed up. But to equate it to Monique grabbing Candiace and punching her multiple times, I just couldn't make the connection. It just didn't turn into that situation. Like we weren't like, oh my God, Mia's horrible or Wendy did this. It wasn't one of those things where we were taking sides. It was just like, okay, this has got to stop. With the Monique thing, the violence was not okay, but I was more upset about what happened afterward with the social media, the manipulation, the lying, and all of that. So Robyn is saying that she was trying to help and protect Wendy by telling her to stop because she has a lot to lose. Now, like I just showed, you were grinning from ear to ear, Robyn. What are you talking about? Robyn was having a field day. She did not sound or seem like she was trying to protect Wendy. So she knows she's getting a lot of backlash regarding this colorism as well as Ashley and Giselle. They're saying that they're colorists and that they have a problem with Candiace and Wendy because they're darker skin. And I said in my other video that I didn't think that. I'm not thinking colorism. I'm thinking it's messiness and these women are just being villains. That's what I'm thinking they're doing. It's not more so, oh, you're darker, so we're going to give it to you. I do not believe that. But Robyn, you have definitely been getting on my nerves this season. And you were not trying to stop Wendy from doing something she'll regret. Not at all. So she, to me, is clearly just trying to save face, giving that interview, saying that I'm not buying it, right? I'm not buying it. And I know a lot of you aren't either. I can't wait to see tomorrow's episode. But before I get into a little bit of what that's going to be about, let me go to Mia, because Mia had something to say. Now, someone asked Mia, they said, quick question, how is Wendy's business with Peter yours? I'll wait. And Mia responded and said, next season, if I'm around. So as of right now, I don't think Mia feels that she may be coming back next season. Of course, we know we have to see how the rest of the season plays as well as the reunion, because we know Jacqueline, who's Mia's friend, as of right now, they're going to get into it. So maybe is another physical altercation coming with Mia? We'll have to wait and see. But if it does, then I can definitely count her out, because that will be her second time being aggressive. Even though her and Wendy didn't touch each other and hit each other, still, you threw the drink. You started first when it comes to getting physical. We'll have to see with Mia, but she says, if I'm around, because we all know she doesn't know if she's even coming back next season. Now, as far as Monique and what she had to say about about Mia and Wendy's fight regarding, her and Candiace having their fight. And she's trying to make it seem like, for some reason, they are the same type of incident, and they definitely are not. I knew Monique was going to speak up and say something just because Wendy brought it up. Of course, she said what she said. I have that in my last video, but Candiace has responded to that, to what Monique said in that interview. So Candiace says, the unemployment line will really have you saying anything for access to a check or the prospect of one. We are still bored. She's saying like Monique is desperate. She's unemployed. She's looking for attention. And she's not buying it. This is what she's saying. I do think that Monique is upset that she's not on the show anymore. She does still tend to link herself to Housewives of Potomac, even though she's on a whole totally new different show. She loves to chime in when there's Real Housewives of Potomac talk, especially when they talk about her, the season when she was on there, and especially the fight with Candiace. She still responds to it and talks about it. So Candiace is not buying it. Also, Candiace made another comment when Jay's reality blog posted about the interview and saying what Monique said. So Candiace responded to that, and she says, this bitch is still ... and then says, no one hit you with a glass. Let the lie go. Now, Candiace, you broke the glass, which made it cut Monique's mouth. You definitely shattered a glass, whether you slapped her with the glass, whatever the case may be. You had a glass in your hand. So I don't even want to go back and forth, because we all saw the footage of that fight. We watched the episode. We saw what happened. Candiace is saying that she didn't hit Monique with a glass, whatever the case may be. Just Candiace is still speaking on it as well as Monique. So it's still definitely tension there. It's still some unresolved issues. Candiace will not get over this. Really can't blame her. To be honest, I can't blame her. So if Monique wants to say something, Candiace is going to respond because she feels away. She has every right to feel away because Monique violated her. And I was actually thinking, Monique, you were so wrong. And then the way she behaved on the reunion when, she was acting like the show was beneath her, that she didn't need that money. Like, her husband, she was good financially. Like she didn't need those pennies. That's exactly what she called it, pennies. But yet she still attaches herself to whenever her name is brought up. So she's clearly not over being on the show. And I feel she was right for being let go. I don't care what color she was. Like Monique is the typical proof of going too far and doing too much when it comes to the housewives. Yes, get messy. Yes, throwing a drink is bad, but to sit and have to have 5-6 people pull you off of someone, pull your hands from someone, and then afterwards you continue to still try to chase them, then you have to get put into a separate room to just calm. Like, it was too much. It was too much, Monique. And I understand you being gone because of that. So it's just no, it's I don't see her coming back to the Housewives franchise. Because she's still going at it with Candiace, even with it being a few years later after that fight happened, and they're still going back and forth on social media. Now, when it comes to tomorrow night's episode of Potomac, Wendy, Candiace, Karen, and Ashley are going to sit down. And I'm pretty sure they're going to fill Candiace in on what happened, because Candiace was not at the fight the last week's episode. She wasn't there. So I'm pretty sure this will be a scene where they talk about what happened. But Wendy is going to say in a clip for tomorrow night that Peter told Wendy, that Mia did some snake-ish towards Peter's girlfriend that he had at the time, and explain how Peter actually has an issue with Mia because they went away on vacation or something with Peter's old girlfriend. That's interesting, and this just goes to show exactly how messy Peter, aka Patricia, is. He really thinks he's a housewife. He really thinks he is one. Even though him and Cynthia are done, he still feels like he's a part of it. He's going to come bring the mess. Now, I can't wait to see what Wendy's talking about. I can't wait to see what Mia says about it. Because how are you sitting here playing both of the women against each other, Peter? You talking to Mia about Wendy, and then you talking to Wendy about Mia. So I can't wait. I need to see what else Wendy says about that, because it was just like a clip that they showed. That's a lot, right? Now, one thing I wanted to bring up, because I had posted it in my community tab, or actually I posted a short video of it with Wendy Williams being at WBLS Circle of Sisters last weekend. She was there. Wendy looks great. I haven't seen Wendy look this good since she was on the Wendy Williams show, since before all the madness happened and she ended up not coming back. This is the Wendy that I'm used to seeing sit in that Hot Topics chair and do her show and say what she has to say. She sounded very coherent. She sounded like her real self, the Wendy we're used to seeing and talking to. I'm happy for Wendy. I'm happy that she's in a better place and that she has really overcome all of the obstacles that she's had, especially recently with her being in the media, in the news, at the liquor store, not looking healthy, doing interviews, mumbling and just being off topic. I'm really happy to see Wendy in a good place. If Wendy's like this, then I'm definitely ready to hear her do her podcast. With her being in this state of mind, she was also being praised by audience members, people giving her flowers and just telling her how they love her and how they want nothing but the best for her. And Wendy deserves that because she's an icon. And I'm happy to see her way better than she was just a few months ago. Keep it up, Wendy. I'm so happy to see you in better spirits. I was really happy to see her like this, because to be honest, with all of the media attention she's been getting, with all of the negative talk people's been talking about Wendy, saying it's over for her, this, that, and the third, to see her like this, I didn't think it was going to be possible. I'm like, we'll never see Wendy like this again. So I'm really proud and I'm happy to see Wendy like this. I'm ready to hear your podcast and see what you're going to talk about, Wendy. You deserve it. Good luck. I can't wait to watch it. And that's it. So, guys, please leave me a comment. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think about what I just talked about. And I'll talk to all of you again soon.